Hi everyone, it's Camille and today I wanted to share with you my Inktober journey. So for those of you who don't know what Inktober is, it's a drawing challenge where you draw one drawing every day with ink, and sometimes you follow a prompt or you just draw whatever you want. So for this year I pick up my own prompt and I choose to only use blue ink. So it's Sennelier. I don't know why I'm struggling. It's in French, so I should say it in French. It's bleu de cobalt, so cobalt blue, and it's the only thing I use for my ink. I also used Polychromos. These are Faber-Castell, and only these two colors. This one to draw the pre-drawing, and this one for the finishings. And then as paintbrush I use this water paintbrush. So I had a small tip and a bigger tip, but I didn't use it as water brushes. So before showing you all of my 31 drawings, because yes, I managed to completely do it, I'm going to explain to you my journey. So I tried to do Inktober last year and I also did my own prompt, but it was a major fail because on the first day I didn't even draw one drawing. And because I was committed to my architecture work, I couldn't do most of them. I still managed to do some of them, so I'm going to show you what I did. So this first one was Lavender. It's not that good, but I still like it. I was trying to use only black and white in one color, so here, Lavender. The second prompt was writing in the wood, and because I didn't know what to do, I just wrote in the wood. This one is Lantern. Here we have plant house or terrarium. This one was Wand. So this one I'm quite ashamed, but I still like it. This is supposed to be Isabelle Lightwood in Shadowhunter. So the prompt was Shadowhunter. Here it was video games, so I did this Life is Strange drawing because it's one of my favorite games. This one is from Night Vale. If you see something, say nothing and drink to forget. So I was listening to the podcast the whole time that I was drawing. This one is Key to a Garden, and the last one was Trick or Treat. So you can see that out of the 31 drawing that I was supposed to do, I only managed to do I think 9, and not even on the right day. So for this year I really wanted to complete the challenge, and I also decided that it will only be in this sketchbook, so I won't say this is my Inktober sketchbook, and it will not be just pieces of artwork. Everything is in it, so everything was one shot, and if there was a mistake, it was okay, and there are lots of mistakes in it. So as I said, here are the prompts. A lot of them are similar. As you can see here, you have Garden Witch, Spellbook, Potion, Pumpkin Palace, Fox Princess, and many others. And to be able to do one drawing every day on the right day without not knowing what to do, I decided to draw thumbnails. So I took my bigger sketchbook And actually don't mind the awful drawings. So I separate my sketchbook in little squares, and for each day I put out the prompt and then draw something that I thought was interesting and that I could draw. So mainly it's portraits with added details like a hand or a gesture. And so this was all made beforehand. It means that I had my 31 thumbnails before October. So this was the first step. So for each day I would know what to draw. So it will be very easy to just take my sketchbook and draw a better drawing than just this thumbnail. Because I'm so bad at just drawing posters like this, the second step was because I'm not good at drawing poses from scratch, I decided to take a picture for every pose. And so I took pictures of myself in every of those poses that I wanted to draw, so it will be really easier for me to figure out the proportion and everything. So this actually really helped me, because there were days when I started to draw at 10 p.m. and I'm sure that if I didn't know what to do, I wouldn't have kept up with the whole challenge. So now let me show you all of my drawings. So the first one is light in the dark. So I wanted to draw this kind of magic that would light up the whole drawing, so with a very dark background. The very first thing that I noticed with this drawing is that the ink and the paper was not meant to be. So the paper is very absorbent and it's not really what I wanted. But since I had to do all of my drawings in this sketchbook, I decided to keep on going. And maybe I will learn some things or two about the ink and the paper, and maybe to go around this difficulty. So this one I kind of like it. It's the first one and I think it's a good one. So next up was this one, which is Garden Witch. And at the last moment I decided that I would draw a arm like this, which I think looks good. The face may be a little too big and the hat is not on the right position on her head, but I really like it. The third one is this one. I actually think that this is terrible, but I only took like 20 minutes to do it, when this one might have taken me 1 or 2 hours. So this is one of the mistakes that I was talking about. But it's okay. There's always room for progress. Next we have this one. So this one was Spellbook. And oh, I forgot to show you that I also use a drawing gum pen. And this is what I did here. I used drawing pen to draw a design on the Spellbook, but as you can see, it didn't work quite well. But I think it looks a bit rustic this way. Also, her face looked kind of weird because her mouth is supposed to be open, but it's just weird. But I think it's okay. I tried something, it's okay. This one was Constellation, and so I wanted to draw this girl with her face looking at the sky, the night sky. And so I made some research on how to draw this pose. And I think it's the one that looked the more realistic. So this one, the theme was Harry Potter. So I decided to draw Hermione with her Gryffindor scarf. and she looks very cozy, I think. This is one of my favorites. I just love it. It's like round, big, curvy. I really like it. This one was potion, and so I drew this girl looking at the potion, reading the inscription on it. As I said on my Instagram, I like the whole anatomy, but her face is kind of off. But I like how the hair falls. I like clothes, and I think this is a good one. Then this one is Dear Witch, and I wanted to draw her like an elf, but I think maybe the hair is wrong because it's supposed to be bigger, I think, but I really like it. So this one is Wand, and I decided to work on her expression. I wanted to make her look very angry. It worked more on the drawing before, but so I decided to do this finish and also her shoulders to be very pointy. But overall, I think I like it. It's more, she looks like she's out of a cartoon, actually. So this one was Fox Princess, or just Fox Girl. And it was the prompt that I was the least excited about. If I can show you the thumbnail, it actually looked terrible. If you can see, nope. So this is the thumbnail. This is terrible, but the drawing turned out really great. It reminded me of Veronica and Betty Cooper in Riverdale. I believe this one was Candle, so she's looking in the dark with her candle to see what happened. Maybe she heard a noise. And she reminds me of Emma Stone, actually. But this one looks great. And I also drew the thing that I was wearing that day. So this one was Wings. And I thought it could be interesting to draw this vampire girl or bad girl. I'm not sure. But not with the cliché of the two wings open, but one on her as she's sleeping. This one is Tarot card, and I tried to draw the Ace of Cups. That's why she has a cup. Actually, the anatomy is not that good, especially here on the hand. But I like the back of the card, which I did the same thing as in here for Spellbook. So yeah, still one that I really like. Yeah. So these two, I don't really like them. So this one was Moon, and I thought it could be interesting to draw a character with a hood. But as I said, the paper and the ink are not meant to be, so I couldn't do really a wet on wet technique. So it kind of failed. And also the thumbnail I did for this one was so good that it was normal for this one to turn out really bad. Anyway, well, this one, it's Coraline from the animated movie, and she's supposed to look scared. Maybe she does, I'm not sure. So with a iconic blue sweatshirt with white stars. So yeah. Tell me what you think in the comments. Oh, actually it's more this one that reminds me of Veronica and Betty. Maybe it's because of the cat here. So the prompt was black cat, and she looked kind of sassy, and I really like her. As you can see, we are already in the middle of the sketchbook. So for day 17, I decided to draw with the prompt witch, which is W-I-T-C-H, from the comic that I really love. And so this is Alien, I don't know, but so this is just a copy of a scene in one of the comics, and I really like it. But it actually was an easy one. So this one is ancient jewelry. So it's not my best, but it was because I learned a very bad news that day about someone that I'm really close to that had passed away. So it was supposed to have a hand touching the jewelry, and she was supposed to look more sophisticated. But because I was not feeling good at all, I just drew this simple drawing, and I think it's not that bad, so I'm quite happy. Even though I did this in like 30 seconds, this whole necklace, when I was supposed to do something really big and beautiful, but I think it's okay. I still did a drawing, so it's okay. So this one was mushrooms, and it's actually one of the few where I drew a background, and I think she too looks a little sassy. And so she's looking at you under her hat, which is still off. It's not supposed to be like this, it's supposed to be, well, this part is supposed to be around her head, and it's like you can imagine that her hair stops here, so but I still really like it. With just a simple shirt, if I can say so, to show more the details on the hat. The next one is crystal. So I wanted to do this cool effect where the witch is hidden behind crystal, so you can really see her face. But because she's so small and it's not my best drawing, you can't really see what I wanted to do. Maybe it's the crystal needs more contrast, I don't know. The next one, so for the 21st, the prompt was Dusty Witch. That's why she has a little spider here and a spider web here. I don't know if you can see, maybe if I put it closer. You can see, and so she's supposed to be blowing the little spider, but she just looked like she's pissed. She's angry at the spider. I don't even know why. For her clothes, I drew this thing that looks like what they wear as a Jedi. You know, that's the outfit that Anakin has, maybe on the Clone Wars. So this is very ironic because from the beginning there was a prompt that was saying sadness, and so I was planning on doing this girl watching at the sky and crying, and actually I had to bury the person that was close to me that had passed away, and so I decided to draw this black dress that I was going to wear. It was the next day, and the pearl necklace that she gave me when I was 18. So this is me crying. On a better note, this is a dental mask, just mask. I'm not sure. So it's this girl attending a ball, probably with a mask, and I like this one. Again, it's not the best, but I like it. So this one is Mermaid. From the beginning I wanted to do a very dark background so her hair could be floating and it was easy to see. But I don't know why, I just couldn't draw her body. Like, her boobs were off, her arm were off, so I just stopped and the drawing is only this, which I think is kind of cool. The next one is Apothecary. So she's putting ingredients in this small jar, maybe for a potion, and I'm quite happy with her outfit. And the hat is better, but it's still not on the right spot. I don't know why I keep doing this, but... So this one, I really like it. I was supposed to do a whole background, but I figured I didn't have the time. So this is one of my favorite. Halloween was coming and I decided to do this representation of El Día de los Muertos. I hope this is how you say it. I'm sorry if it's not. And it's kind of scary actually. But I like it, but like, yeah. It's a bit scary. And I was pretty happy with the kind of ombre hair. It's very subtle, but I like it. So here the prompt was falling leaves, and I thought it would be obvious to draw who I think is the fall queen. Oh my god, I just realized that I don't know how to pronounce her name. So I would just put it on the screen. I just put a link to her Instagram in the description below. The thumbnail for this drawing was awful. Well, actually this is, I think, the best drawing that I did for the whole month. So I'm quite happy with the hair. It looks really real actually, compared to things I used to do here when there's no separation. It's just a big mass, when here you can see each brand of hair. So yeah, it's one of my favorite. So this one is Vampire. She is licking her lip with blood. She looks a bit plump. She has a big... Well, she's cute, but my thumbnail was better. So this one is Lantern. I like this one, but she's a bit emotionless. This is something that I'm quite sad about. Also, I messed up this part with her arm. It's supposed to be cut here, but anyway. And so this is a lantern that I own, that I bought at IKEA. But yeah, so this was Lantern, and I like the hand actually. So for the two last one, this was Poisonous Plant. So she's supposed to have some vines or ivy. You say ivy? Like poison ivy, actually. It was something I was thinking about, but more like a hearth witch with flowers growing on her hand, and she's looking at it like fascinated, but I just completely messed up her eyes and her eyelashes. So it's quite bad. Also, this is not good. So I was really disappointed about this one. And the last one, it's not a portrait, but it's the prompt is Pumpkin Palace. And so I did this enormous pumpkin with this tiny little witch that is going inside, and some vegetation with the shape of a heart. I don't know why, but I thought it was like, I really like it. Also, when I was trying to draw the pumpkin, the ink reacted badly, and so it made this kind of weird texture. But I think it, maybe you can see it, but I think it's better this way, so it looks better with the pumpkin. And so I want to do like a ombre, and I think it worked. So these were all my drawing for the month of Inktober. I'm really happy to have completed all the drawings on the right day. So I hope you like it too, and tell me in the comments which one is your favorite. And if you want to follow me on my drawing account, I will put it in the description and at the end of the video. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!